Hear me out. I just had a random thought, and I thought I should just share it with you guys, right? Um, so many of us, like, we are so fixated on our careers, right? And which is a good thing, right? But one of the one of the things that I have seen over the years is that people tend to focus more on career than personal development and social development, to a point whereby outside their career they are robots, right? And this is why you'll find so many of you guys, you are so book smart, but when it is time for you to go out there and hustle and actually make use of your career, it becomes extremely difficult because you didn't train yourself to become street smart, right? So my message for you guys today is balance the two, man. Balance the two. Go out there, experiment, have a social life, talk to people, get ideas from people, talk to people who you deem as lower class. There's so much wisdom there. The people that you see on the streets, the homeless guy that you avoid each and every day, talk to them, right? Over the years, I've gained so much wealth of knowledge from those guys. I've always said this: wealth is found in places that you do not want to go to. Wealth is found in the quote unquote dead. Wealth is found in rough places, man. So I am more focused on your individual self, right? I had this conversation with one of my friends, and I said to him, "Who are you outside your career?" Right? If we were to strip your career, would you still be someone people that they would want to listen to, right? Would you still be someone that is intriguing? Would you still be someone that is interesting, right? And these are questions that you should start asking yourself. If you can only be deemed as someone who's interesting because of your career, then you are not living, man. You are existing, right? And so many of us, we have gotten to a point of existence because we didn't develop necessary social skills, right? There is a difference between living and existing, right? When you are existing, you have gotten comfortable with your state of mediocrity, right? You've gotten comfortable with just being mediocre, right? You are not reaching your full potential, right? You are only focusing more on one thing, one part of your life, which is important, but it is not 100% important, right? Start living, guys. Start living. Go out there. And you don't necessarily need to have money to explore certain things, right? I'll give you an example with me. Um, After every couple of months, I go to places where I deem myself to 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 be worthy of. What do I mean by this? I don't mind going to a place where they sell expensive cars, right? In as much as I have not reached that level, right? But I see myself in those places. So I go to those places for motivational purposes, right? And that is extremely important. Some of you guys are so obsessed with the future, and you need to start living the future now, right? Be careful. Be careful, because if you don't live the future now, you might not even get to the future, right? Be comfortable with your state of being. Go to that shop, go to that expensive car shop, and test drive those cars, right? You need to start living in the future, and do not ever ever be complacent, right? Do not ever get to a point whereby you just think that your career is the most important thing only. Go out there, explore, become the best version of yourself, and stop being a robot, man. Stop being a robot. It is in those places, right, where you will find your true self, right? It is in those places where your strengths and your weaknesses will come out, right? When you are in places like that inspire you. Places like that, they reignite that which is within you. And let me tell you something, that which is within